Right everyone, and welcome back to Season 14 of AOR, and yeah, this is round 16 now, I think, the Japanese Grand Prix. Here we are then, in Suzuka, at my favourite track as I said last week, but I won't go into it too much this time because I know certain people got annoyed by that, but anyway, yeah, one thing I did actually want to talk about is this is F2, this isn't the well, I'm sure if you've been watching these you'll know, but this isn't the Formula 2 league that races on Saturdays, even though that is also the AOR F2 league and is currently following the same calendar. This is the second tier of the F1 leagues, so I'm sure you already know that if you've been watching, but yeah, there's recently a Formula 2 league started that follows like the format of a F2 race weekend, which races on Saturdays, and yeah, they're following the same calendar, but this is completely different from that. This is the F1 leagues, the second tier on Xbox. So yeah, just in case you ever stumbled across this and got confused, yeah, that's the difference. And as I say, I'm sure people who've been watching this, or who've been watching these all season, will not be confused at all, but yeah, well, not thought differently, but yeah, just a bit of clarification there. And also I didn't really have much else to talk about during that qualifying lap, but yeah, we do have two new drivers actually. That was one thing to mention. One of them got pole position, then Drawmaster took pole. Our closest title challenger, Brown, is in second, and there's the two runners on the second row. We were in fifth there, so I was fairly happy with that. We set the exact same time as the other new driver, more so in the Ferrari, and it is actually a wet start then for this one, and I wasn't too disappointed about that one because I do feel that my wet weather pace here was pretty good, and I was quite confident in any conditions of having some good race pace here, so yeah, I was looking forward to seeing what I could do here in these wet conditions. Obviously it's going to change quite early on to dries, so yeah, it'll be a question of if we can do the race on one set of dries once it is dry enough. As we got the lights coming on now then, away we go then in Suzuka, and it is not really the best start there, but still a decent one. Looks like the two runners had a good start compared to the front row. As we were on the outside then, we actually understeer a little bit too wide as the two runners collide there. Ellis looking like he spun out Franglish a bit, and Franglish has gone way off there. We've also had a bad start there, we're down to ninth. We've got Gorsh alongside us, he's given us no space whatsoever into the S's, and we have spun out, we're down to last place already then. And yeah, I really don't know what Gorsh was doing there. It looked like he just had no idea I was alongside him. I don't know if there was another car on his outside, but yeah, it just really seemed to give me no space whatsoever, and we're down to last place. And yeah, a huge shame for us then. Obviously we made a mistake into turn one, but yeah, that we really got forced out there in the S's. It looks like Brown is actually in the lead, so yeah, that's not, well, pretty much the worst start we could have had really. Other than that, we're still going, which it looks like Matt and Gorsh are not at the moment. Gorsh retires then, having spun out and taken out Matt with him, and that moves us up into 12th place, and we've got CJ sliding about in front of us and going very slowly, and it looks like we're about to lose the other Mercedes as well then, as we're up into the 11th place, and yeah, so in the purple sector there then. So yeah, we're very much on a charge here to try and get back into it, as the other Mercedes does indeed drop out. As we come to the end of this lap then, we're still out of the points then, and we cross the line then to set the fastest lap of the race, so we certainly did have the pace here, but unfortunately at the moment no points to show for it. And we did catch up to this battle then between the two Renaults and also LGS then, battling for the final few points, and yeah, LGS going very slowly there. Had the X next to his name, but it didn't say he disconnected, and then I noticed that he completely disappeared, so I think maybe he was having some screen freezes there, I would guess, and that had dropped him quite a way back. But yeah, that moves us up then into the points positions, and Franglish actually decides to pit here then, as the rain has now stopped. It did seem very wet though still, so I wasn't really sure if that was the right decision then, assuming he was pitting there. Maybe he had damage as well. We also have Ellis in the pits at the end of lap 6. We also have Brown in as well, which is very interesting, and we can see that he is on the mediums. I did think that the track still looked very greasy though, especially coming out the final corner. and you know, down the pit straight. And yeah, obviously Brown closest challengers trying to twist in the championship then. And so I did actually notice here a yellow flag, a car went off coming out the pits, and that was actually Brown on the mediums end. Track's still very wet, and yeah, I didn't actually notice that at the time, but yeah, he did actually crash there, and he soon retired from a race, so that was actually crucial in this race. He was battling for the lead, I think, because we have Coldhead and Midget both in there. But yeah, crucial for us then in this race, and also in the championship, as we get a call to pit right as we're passing the pit entrance there on lap 8. I did still think that the track was very greasy, as we had Bobbits on that lap, and yeah, not many people had stayed out at this point. Well, we get to pit at this point. We did come in at the end of lap 9 though after getting that call. Pace wasn't really too bad on the in lap. The track did take a very long time to dry up after it stopped raining, and yeah, very crucial though, because yeah, Brown was our closest title rival, then 50 points behind, and yeah, he is now out of the race then. So yeah, if we can get a good point score here, then we're going to take a big stride into taking the championship. But yeah, we still got to get to the end there as we lighten up those rear tyres then. It was still very moist out on track on these dry tyres, and of course people around us have had a few more laps to get up to speed, so yeah, we did have to watch out for that. And in fact, Ellis was lagging about so much there, and that becomes a bit of a recurring theme in this race, I have to say, as we're in 8th place now then, so only really getting 4 points, and in fact make that 6, because Bollocks is going very slowly there, and we're going to get up the inside then into the Dunlop curve, and we're up into 7th position. But yeah, whatever points we can take from this race are going to be crucial now then, now that our closest rival is not scoring any today. But yeah, we're in behind Ellis then on lap 12, and we just outbrake ourselves a little bit there. Still a little bit wet, I think, but yeah, we certainly outbrake ourselves there and go a bit wide. That allows Bollocks to get through then into 7th position, as Ellis is still lagging very badly there, and maybe a good thing that we went right behind him then, as Bollocks sets the fastest lap of the race, and Ellis does in fact lag and take him out. We swerve to avoid, and Bollocks has a massive accident there, and yeah, Ellis with some very bad connection problems by the look of things, lagging about all over the place, and yeah, unfortunately taking Bobbits out of the race there. On to lap 16 now then, where we're still very much in behind the Ellis then. He goes a bit deep there into turn 2, we're up the inside, but he's going to get the inside line for turn 3, and I think maybe a bit of lagging on there, because he just went like a rocket there down that little straight between turns 2 and 3. And yeah, we have a look then into the final chicane on the end of that lap. Couldn't quite get through there though, but we're still close in behind him, so maybe this time we can get a good run with DRS. We were just almost getting nothing down these straights, so I really just have to try and go for it when I could. We're going to go around the outside. Can we do a Raikkonen from 05? Well, not really, because we lose the back end there, bang wheels, we run wide, and yeah, Franglish actually overtakes the pair of us then as Ellis went out wide. And yeah, we're back down to 8th position then. Turned into quite a frustrating race for us really, this one, as Franglish actually runs wide there out of the second Degner. That allows Ellis and me to both get very close up to the back of him then, as yeah, we got cut off a little bit there as we looked to the inside, and yeah, the two runners then still battling it out, but we were all catching up to this group, battling for I think the podium here then. I'm not sure, I think we had Midgets up in front of us, also Herschel and someone else maybe, can't think who, but yeah, coming down the pit straight, and suddenly Franglish and Ellis are just banging wheels all the way down the straight. It looks like Ellis's car is trying to force Franglish off the road there, trying to take the race in line, and yeah, it's almost like Franglish wasn't there on his screen, as he's now ahead in there. It doesn't look like there's any contact there, but Franglish got hit, knocked a bit of a front wing off and went into the wall there, so that's another car. It looks like it's had its race ruined by lag as well. He slows right down, thankfully Ghosts there, and yeah, we managed to overtake him now then. We're finally ahead, but yeah, I don't know what was going on with his connection and just his car in general in this race, but yeah, he's looking to the inside in turn 2, and I think maybe I wasn't even here on his screen at this point. As into the final chicane then, we do go a bit deep there, that's going to allow him to get right back alongside us then at the final corner, and he's just driving like we're not even there. We've been pushed into the pit lane, have we? We tapped the pit wall. Luckily we're just about going to get away with not having to go down the pit lane, and well, we've lost that position then. well, any chance of, you know, taking that position back. But yeah, we're now well out of that battle then, so even if people have more penalties than us in this one, then we're not going to be getting any positions, it looks like. But yeah, a very eventful and quite frustrating race here then. Just stuck in traffic for so long after having been spun out near the start. Then the lag incidents, but still an important result for us then as we crossed line for 7th place. A lot less than I was hoping for here in Suzuka, but given the circumstances, it's still a very good result. And yeah, the 2 new drivers then, first and second, first time out then, so well into Drawmaster, and also more so for that 1-2 there. Then Coldhead in 3rd place, and yeah, Midget 4th, and yeah, there's Urs in 5th, Herschel with a lot of penalties in 6th. Quite frustrating that I couldn't beat him there, because if hadn't been taken out near the end there, we'd have probably had that position, but yeah, that's just how it goes. And we had LGS behind us then. But yeah, crucially for us then, we did outscore both LGS and Brown, our closest championship rivals then. So yeah, we've got a 56-point lead going into the final 4 races. It's a nice cushion to have, but still a lot can happen in that time. So yeah, we'll just have to go to Austin now then, try and get the best result we can. And yep, hopefully, yeah, get back on the podium, hopefully, because yeah, I was hoping for one here and it didn't happen, but that's just how it goes. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this one. Leave a like if you did. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.